The Ride Home Rants podcast is brought to you by former guest of the show and Matt Landowski and Sweet Hand Sports. Our mission at Sweet Hand Sports is to gear you up for greatness. With our top tier gloves, you are set to grip, win, and dominate. Grip your victory and leave your mark on the game. Sweet Hand Sports brings you batting gloves and now golf gloves that are designed to be durable and breathable. Go to sweethandsports.com, use the promo code BONO10 and save yourself 10%. Grip your victory at Sweet Hand Sports. Once again, sweethandsports.com, promo code BONO10 to save yourself 10%. The Ride Home Rants podcast is also brought to you by Buddy's Beard Care. Buddy's Beard Care provides premium men's grooming product at an affordable price. Products are made in Ohio, and Buddy's Beard Care supports local. The majority of their suppliers are from other Ohio-based companies. You can find them on social media at Buddy's Beard Care or online at buddysbeardcare.com. He has sent me a complimentary bottle of their beard balm. My beard has never felt softer. It has never been more tamed and has never grown faster or looked healthier. I've been using these products for a little while now, and I love every minute of it. Once again, buddysbeardcare.com. Use the promo code Mike Bono and save yourself 15%. Next, we are brought to you by Tactical Brotherhood. The Tactical Brotherhood is a movement to support America. We believe that there is a gap in focus when it comes to companies that support America. We want to be the front lines of supporting Americans and are determined to find something worth being proud of in every aspect of our military, starting with the men and women who serve and protect us. Our mission is simple: to unite like-minded individuals by celebrating what makes each one of us unique Americans. You don't have to be a veteran to join us. You just have to love America. Go to tacticalbrotherhood.com, use the promo code Mike Bono, and save yourself 10%. Once again, the tacticalbrotherhood.com, promo code Mike Bono, save yourself 10%. Next, we are brought to you by Deemed Fit, a clothing company brought to you by first responders for first responders. They are a clothing apparel company that helps those who have worked through the COVID-19 pandemic and also for all the first responders with their mental and physical health. Deemed Fit donates 100% of their net profits from the Never Forget collection sales to the Tunnel of Towers Foundation to support those from 9/11. Once again, go to deemedfit.com. Check out all of their great products. All of them have great messages. They fit and look great. Use the promo code Mike Bono and save yourself 10%. By supporting Deemed Fit through your own purchase, gifts bought for your friends, family, and colleagues, or by becoming one of our brand ambassadors, you become part of the Deemed Fit family. Don't miss out on this great way to help and support everyone who has helped and supported our country. Deemedfit.co, promo code Mike Bono, and save yourself 10%. Next, we have Shankit Golf. Shankit Golf is golf apparel made for the everyday golfer. We're not going to go out and shoot a 6 under par. We're probably going to shoot a 6 over par, but we are going to give you the gear to help you rock it on and off of the course. Our goal here at Shankit Golf is for everyone to have a great time on and off of the course, and we're going to help you look great while doing it. Go to shankitgolf.com, use the promo code Mike Bono, and save yourself 10%. Once again, shankitgolf.com, promo code Mike Bono, and save yourself 10%. Lastly, the Ride Home Rants podcast is brought to you by Web Western. Web Western is for those who roll up their sleeves and do what it takes to get the job done. The arrow serves as a constant reminder to be a straight shooter, no excuses, no bullshit, just honest hard work. It's a brand that reflects the passion within us to lend a hand when it is needed, fight to protect our God-given rights, and live life like there is no tomorrow. Be a straight shooter. Now, let's start the show. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Ride Home Rants podcast. This is, as always, your host, Mike Bono. I have a great episode for us today. I got a panel of guys here. We were going to talk all things WWE and WWF. Yes, I am that old. I remember when it was called the WWF. We are going to be talking all things that. We're going to break everything down here. I'm going to let my guys introduce themselves. Gentlemen, I need the answer to these two questions, and it is, did you have a nickname growing up? And what's worse, raking leaves in the fall or raking grass after you cut it? And Rusty, we're going to start with you.
All right, well, Rusty would be the nickname because the real name would don't really use that one, so we don't do the Russell name. But raking leaves in the fall, and I'm blessed that my yard no longer has any trees around it, so we're pretty good that way. I just blow the grass, so we're good.
Gotcha. D. Frank, what about you?
Yeah, so with the last name like Frank, there were two. It was Frankenstein, or like the Steiner brothers was a huge fan, and Boski for the big Frank Boski, obviously a Val Venus aficionado in the Attitude Era. It was how we lived, man. Hello, ladies, and a rake. Never heard of her. I got a leaf blower, backpack, and I don't touch a rake.
D. Frank, sending us off the rails, off the rip. I love it. Vampire Coach, let's go to you.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. Mister, you know what I'm saying, the Vampire Coach. Let me tell you something, man. As far as a nickname coming up, I'm going to be 100% honest, man. I wanted everybody to know my name, Mr. Mister. So I made sure as a little kid going from elementary to junior high to high school, I had to make sure they knew that name. But I have to tell you, man, I don't really care too much, man, about cutting grass and then having to get the grass cut. You know what I'm saying? The grass. So that one's for me, man. I'll pass on that one.
I gotcha. Tony, let's go to you next.
Well, my nickname was Tone Capone growing up, and as far as raking the leaves, I am gonna side with D. Frank. I'm Team Leaf Blower all day.
I gotcha. JJ, round us out here.
Yeah, nicknames, JJ, of course, J. Phil, Swisher, Rick. That about rounds out all the nicknames. And then I definitely hate the leaves. I hate doing the leaves. It's definitely terrible.
I gotcha. Mike Bono, that is the nickname. My name is super Italian. It is Michael Bonaventura is the full government name. Yes, I just said it on here for the first time, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. And the full name, if we want to get technical, is Michael Anthony Bonaventura Jr. It doesn't get much more Guido than that, for sure. But it was the mix of Mike Bono. One of my friends called me the Bonster. And Mike Bones, because I was always the skinny kid growing up. What's that, Rusty?
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, trust me, and I got a lot of Ace Ventura just because of my last name too, as well. As for me, raking the grass, I hate raking the grass. I don't even do it. I just keep going over with the mower till it mulches itself out until I'm done, and I don't rake shit. And I'm allergic to leaves, so I've never raked leaves. Yeah, I've never raked leaves in my life, so I don't have to say I care about that. That's our topics for another day. We're here to talk all things WWE. D. Frank, we're going to start with you. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? It could be from any era and any wrestling organization.
Well, I'm going to really, come off as a mark here because I think it's Hulk Hogan because of his time in the WWE, growing up, eating my vitamins as an American, into his time, leading one of the finest stables ever in the history of professional wrestling in the WCW, the NWO.
Rusty, let's go to you next.
I would say, I think, he's got a point with Hogan, but when the Monday Night Wars were going on, and I know this doesn't go all the way back, but it's back far enough. But you look at a guy like Stone Cold that took it by the balls and turned everything on its head. He was the anti-hero. Yep, he was the anti-establishment, anti-boss. I think that character opened it up a lot. I mean, Hogan, which was really was a great play on WCW's part, but I think the Stone Cold character and Stone Cold was, that he turned the tide. I'm not going to get into The Rock because I think he's a sellout goof anyway, but that's Stone Cold for me.
Throwing shade from my man Rusty.
Man, shots fired.
Shots fired on The Rock. Tony, let's go to you, Tony. What we got next?
Rock can't see me.
I'm gonna have to say my favorite wrestler, one of my favorite wrestlers all
Come on,
time,
man.
Rey Mysterio from the 619. We used to watch SmackDown when it came on the CW when I was a teenager. When I found out he won, I was pretty happy. He's like that small underdog guy that made it to the world heavyweight champion. I don't much care for his son Dominic though, but I do like Ray. Ray is a Hall of Famer and Ray is a legend. And the fact that he's still working to this day, he's worked for 4 decades and very well could be still wrestling in 2030 for all we know.
Yeah, that dude is just, I don't know how he's still doing it. But JJ, let's go to you next.
Man, of course, it is the one, the only, the great one. The Rock is the best wrestler of all time. Man, he will lay the smackers down on your Rudy Poo candy asses. Finally, The Rock has come back to ride home ramp.
Oh man.
Oh, Mr. Round us out here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You finally came to the one and only Empire Coach, Mr. Mike Bono. Let me tell you something. You have a panel of jabronis on this podcast. The best and only one is Randy Savage, Macho Man. Yeah.
Remember, he said the cream will rise to the top.
Cream.
Rise to the top.
Those are all solid choices. I'm going to throw one out of left field for you, and it is the greatest tag team champions of all times. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you, it's the WWE Tag Team Champions of the World, the Road Dogg, Jesse James, the best Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. Those two were by far my
the greatest
favorite two.
intro of all time.
The greatest intro you will ever have.
Yes, the greatest entrance.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and D-Generation X, all of them, Triple H,
You didn't know?
But yeah, that would be it for me. Mister, we're going to stay with you. Where do you rank professional wrestling in regards to the strength and athleticism versus like pro athletes like the NBA, NHL, NFL, MLB, stuff like that?
Listen, them guys are some athletes. You know, anytime you can be 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 280, 300, and you get on some ropes and you can balance yourself and jump off the third or fourth, you know what I'm saying, rope. No, them guys are some athletes, man. I would rank them, you know what I'm saying, right up there with like rugby, football players, you know what I'm saying, professional wrestlers. I'll rank them guys high because you got to stay in shape, man. I mean, you have to be a different type of just person. You have to. Like, when you get in the ring, like, your whole entire mentality, there's got to be some type of switch that them guys have to do what they do day in and day out and to be able to recover. Oh, man, yeah. I rank them high, man. Top, you know what I'm saying, top 3, top 4, as far, you know what I'm saying. I don't care what type of, put them up against anybody, you know.
I got you. Yeah, absolutely. JJ, let's go to you.
Yeah, I'm saying they're right up there with all the professional athletes, even maybe a little more because there's no off season of wrestling. It's 365 days a year, all year long. I mean, they're out there on the road, just gone, taking care of their bodies. Like, I mean, it's working out still. I mean, they're athletic as hell. I mean, they're doing flips, jumping this, that, and that, jumping off the top of steel cages. Like, the timing has to be perfect, or you could totally injure somebody. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. So they're right up there with all the professional athletes.
I got you, Tony. What about you?
I gotta agree 100%. The way it is, like, these are athletes that are jumping off of steel cages, jumping into tables and chairs. Like, there's some of those some of them are just like really intense with it, and to do that every week or every other week for years or in years and decades, to put your body on the line for our entertainment, that's just, and deliver a great match, that's, man, I nothing but respect, man. It takes a brave person to be willing to do all of that for our entertainment.
Gotcha. Rusty, what about you?
They take definitely they have the work ethic the professional athletes have. But I look at them, obviously it's entertainment, but I look at them, they have to go through the rigorous training that a stuntman would go through. And those guys are getting beat on all the time. And, they take precautions, but they're doing it out in the open. They're not in bubble wrap, so they're going to get hurt. And it's the same, there's an art to what they do. There's a lot of skill to it. It does take a lot of strength conditioning and everything else. You're in there. I mean, if you've watched any of the stuff now that's on Netflix with the behind the scenes stuff and how they do it, it's got to be, you're not a bunch of idiots in there. They're smart. They're physical and mental conditioning that they have to have is fleet and a stuntman. I mean, seriously, they're getting, it's, we all know the storylines behind it, but it's real contact and it's real bang. So yeah, like kind of like stuntmen.
Okay. D. Frank, what about you?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different. I think elite athletes that exist in other sports are superior to professional wrestling athletes, as evidenced by the fact of guys like Dwayne Johnson, who were really good, and Bill Goldberg, who were really good collegiate players and made the transition into wrestling. Kurt Angle was a gold medalist that made a transition into professional wrestling. I would compare them more to like X Games guys that are willing to go down this giant hill at 1,000,000 miles an hour and fly off of a ramp and flip your bike over 15 times. You got to be willing to take that bump. It takes a different kind of mental acuity in order to do it. I don't know that they're elite athletes, but please don't let me sell it short. I think professional wrestling at its highest level requires a superior level of both the ability to take a bump as well as the athletic ability to sell also.
Yeah, I put them up in like the top 5 for me. You got to be physically in shape. I mean, these guys are out there basically in tighty whities out there and all the spandex, and you got to look the part to be a professional wrestler. These guys are all jacked, and like D. Frank was saying, they're doing flips, jumping off of ropes and cages and through tables and all that other shit too as well. Like it's what they put their body through. I would put them in the top 5 because there have been athletes that have transitioned from their professional sports over to the WWE and wrestling in general. But D. Frank, what were you a bigger fan of? Was it the WCW or the WWF?
Well, so it was for a very short time when the Monday Night Wars were going on. It was really hard to look away from the WCW. The NWO and everything was great. Now, if you want to talk about over time in history, there's an obvious reason why Vince ended up winning, right? It's because they had more quality content to go along, and they were able to get guys over that weren't even necessarily able to get over, and then they went to the WCW and got paid. So, short answer, WWF, because of its longevity over time, like from WrestleManias on, it's untouchable.
I gotcha. Rusty, what about you?
Back in the early 80s, it was the WWF. And then I had this long gap where I didn't pay any attention to it. And then with the whole rise of WCW, I got sucked into it again. And number one, there was more access to the shows, especially the live events. I mean, we used to camp out down at the soon to be gone Wolstein Center at CSU all night long to get front row tickets for Nitro and Thursday Night Thunder or whatever the hell else they'd come up with. But you could never get front row because they were giving those to their sponsors, but you'd get some good seats. And the house shows were really cool too, because you saw matchups that you'd never see on TV. And it was kind of neat to see the chemistry with that. But I think it was WCW throughout the Monday Night Wars. And then obviously they blended everything together. And I think when they did the big pay-per-view here in Cleveland with the Invasion, which I was at, which was pretty freaking cool to see both companies blend the rosters. But it was WCW in the heyday there in the 90s.
Okay, Tony, what about you?
I'm one of the younger members here, so I never really watched the WCW at all, and I barely remember the WWF, but I do by default remember the WWE.
It's the same
But
thing.
I do remember that, you know, that the WWF, I would probably have to say I'm leaning towards that. But I have been going back and watching a few matches of the WCW, but I would have to say WWE just mainly because that's what I grew up watching. My dad's a huge wrestling fan as well. He watched WCW, ECW, etc., and so on. So I'm just gonna say WWE is just a default answer.
Okay, I mean, your cousin D. Frank to drink a little bit more over there
Yeah,
with
we
that,
got a
not
little
knowing
bit-
what the
a little
WCW is,
bit from
and being the young buck over there. We all saw it, D. Frank. We all saw it. I mean, I'm not as hard as you right now. I just got the Michelob like usual here. So, but JJ, what about you?
Yeah, definitely a WWF guy through and through. WCW did have its time when they had Monday Night Wars and they were dominating for a little bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's WWF and WWE for me.
I got you, Mister. Round us out.
Oh yeah, it's always been WWF for me, man. And we used to be in college when I was in college, man. Oh my God, bro, those college dorms. You know, some of the things that we used to do and consume, and we made it. And we made it. It was an event, all right. When WWF came on, I'm talking. Sometimes guys will miss late classes. You know what I'm saying? Just because we did it big, man. It was fun. I mean, I'll leave it like that. But WWF for sure. I watched WCW a little bit when Goldberg was on there because I had no idea who Bill Goldberg was, man, and I heard people talking about him. All I know is that it was a goddamn spear, and he raised you up, and it was over. And I was like, oh yeah. So that's the only reason why I started watching WCW a little bit, man, because that two moves. I said that's all you need: spear. You know what I'm saying? And
the
Jackhammer.
Jackhammer.
that's it. So, that was made it good, man. But the WWF, yeah. Absolutely.
I got it. For me, it was the WWF. Hell, my family, my fraternity out at college, we call ourselves the Wolf Pack. So like we have that going for us too as well. And it was all based off of that, and just more access to the WWF. The WCW. Goldberg brought my eyes over there a little bit, though. I'll give you that, Mister. That spear and that jackhammer was iconic. And the dude's again, he's like Rey Mysterio. He's still doing it to this day. Like he's still coming into the WWE and just wreaking havoc every now and again. Beating Brock Lesnar in like 30 seconds. Spear, jackhammer, pin, over. Like that was what he was.
That was 2016.
Was that 2016?
That was Summers. That was the Rumble. Or I think it was the Rumble 2016. That was, yeah.
Yeah, Goldberg just recently got retired last year.
Oh.
I mean, I've fallen out of it for the past couple of years. So, yeah, that shows you how long it's been since I've watched the WWE. But, yeah, I mean, that was it for me. Mister, I want to stay with you on this one. This one, I'm very interested to hear the answers to all this out. What was the better match to watch as a fan? The ladders match, the steel cage, or the Royal Rumble?
Golly. Oh, the ladder match, the steel cage, and the Royal Rumble. Man, I you know what? Something about those ladder matches, man. Something about the ladder matches, man. I made sure that I probably watched more ladder matches, and then probably the Royal Rumble, and then since the steel cage match was probably my least favorite, but the ladder matches, man, them guys, to see them guys go up, man, to trying to get the belt or whatever was up there, dude. Yeah, the ladder matches, man. Give me that.
Okay.
Because think about that. Who would actually climb on a ladder? You got somebody that's going to kick that one out, and you're either going to try to hang on, or you're going down, bro. You know you're going down. You know it.
That's why I don't like heights. That's why I would never be able to do a ladder match. What goes up must come down. I don't like the down
Yep.
part. I don't like that part. No. Yeah, I don't like heights. Yeah. But JJ, what about you?
Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to go with just a regular ladder match. Can I throw a TLC match up in there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, TLC match in by far. It's like the most action, the most craziness. I mean, people going through tables, the ladders used in crazy ways. I mean, the way Edge and Christian, Dudley boys, and
Hardy,
The
and
Hardy
the Hardys,
Hardy,
the
Boys, come
the
Hardys,
Hardy
on.
boys.
the Hardys,
boys.
the Hardys freaking made the matches so epic, man. I mean, what? It's just classic. Yeah, TLC match.
Okay. Tony, what about you?
I would have to say the ladder matches. I know you spoke about that 2000 epic triple threat match. I'd say the ladder matches, especially the ones with Money in the Bank ladder matches. Those are some of my favorites.
Okay. Rusty, what about you?
The Royal Rumble's kind of funny because you just watch. It's more funny than it is fun to watch. The ladder matches, I like the TLC match is fun to watch because of the abuse these guys put themselves through. Do you know where the very first WWF ladder match was ever held?
Where was it?
No.
Gund Arena, 1999 in Cleveland, Ohio. The Hardy Boys against Christian and Edge.
Oh wow!
Then there was the first No Mercy pay-per-view. Then that was pretty insane. Yeah, that the ladder matches, especially what you mentioned Edge and Christian and the Dudleys, but the Hardys took it to a whole other level. I mean, literally stacked that son of a bitch up to another level and would do some things that no wonder poor old Jeff is still recovering from all his drug addictions because the guy was just nuts and the stuff he put his body through. But those were so fun to watch because they could go either way because in those days there were no clear-cut favorites. I mean, everybody got a big pop. All those guys were fan favorites. So those matches could have been set up to go any way. But yeah, the ladder matches are the most extreme.
I gotcha. D. Frank, what about you?
Yeah, so I feel like the problem with the ladder matches is they've overdone it. They've done the ladder match far too much in order to make it, try to get people over. I think as far as the steel cage match goes, you have some of these really iconic ones, Mankind and Taker and so on.
Yeah.
I do think that, for me, it's the Royal Rumble just because the excitement of, okay, what new wrestlers coming back, who's going to show up for the first time, the kind of the idea that somebody can get in early and they've got to outlast everybody throughout the whole time. I think the Royal Rumble is the answer to the question. If you want to talk about extreme matches, though, the problem is that everybody's talking WWE and talking WCW, but you have to talk ECW because until you've seen New Jack come off the balcony in an arena through 8 tables and destroy somebody,
Sabu and Sandman.
Yeah, I think ECW for a very short time had the specialty match iconically just knocked out of the park.
Yeah, for sure. For me, for those like specialty matches, I love the ladder matches because I just love watching the Hardy Boys and what they would do and just what they would put their bodies through. Just that, I mean, the Rumble's always up there for me. The cage matches after a while, they were fun at first, Taker and Mankind throwing them off the top and through the table, but it just got boring. Like there was nothing else new with the cage match, but there was always something new with the Rumble with guys coming back, and then the ladder matches. Well, what else are they going to do? How else can we make it? And then the TLC matches into that too as well. Ladder match, Rumble, and then cage match for me would be the order I would put those ones in. D. Frank, if you had to put a Mount Rushmore of 4 of the great WWF wrestlers of all times, who would you pick?
Wow. So, of course, that's the easy question. And I think it is because it's such a personal thought, right? I mean, I think it's got to be Hogan. I think it's got to be Taker. I think it's got to be The Rock. And I think in John Cena. And now please let me qualify that by saying a more modern version of it, because if you go back in the day and you're getting Classy Freddie Blassie involved, and you're getting some of these old school WWF guys. I'm talking about kind of modern era. It's got to be Stone Cold, Taker, Rock, and John.
Okay. Rusty, what about you?
New school, old school. You got to have Dusty Rhodes in there. You got to have Hulk Hogan in there. You got to have, I'm going to say Stone Cold because I'm going to still keep my personal grudge against The Rock. And
boo this man.
Undertaker. He's endured. I don't even boo all you want. You put The Rock up there. Whatever, man. But whatever.
I got to tell you.
It's going to go all night long.
Yeah.
This is going to be a battle between you two all night long. I can feel it in my soul.
Right. We're going to move the squares together.
Yeah, if I knew how to move the squares, I'd put y'all right next to each other. Like
that would be sweet. It'd be like...
Tony, what about you?
I would have to say The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I feel like they carried the Attitude Era in more ways than one. They were just larger than life personalities. John Cena as well, from his wrestling and his Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff outside of the ring. And also for his wrestling and his personality, I'm going to have to say Hulk Hogan, basically because he brought wrestling into the mainstream more or less. He was, although his out of the ring stuff was very, very controversial, he did create a lane for guys like Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena, etc. And he was a very larger than life personality.
Okay. JJ, what about you? Who's your top four?
Man.
The Rock.
And they all
Rock,
can't
the
be The
Rock.
Rock. And
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
There we go.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Rocky Maivia.
Yeah. Of course, The Rock.
like
Hogan.
that one.
I got to put Stone Cold on there. And then, damn. I got to go Cena.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mister, who's your Mount Rushmore?
Macho Man. Brett.
How do we forget that?
I know.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know.
Andre the Giant.
How do we get the madness?
Okay, Andre.
And then this one's going to be a curveball. And of course, hey, look, man, we got to have one of us, man, and I'll let you guys think about that one. Ron Simmons, man.
Damn.
Okay.
Florida State.
Yeah. Cleveland Browns, number one draft pick.
Yep.
That's right. All-American.
Yeah. Florida State.
And the first colored, Black, African-American, whatever you want to call us. But he was the first one, the first chocolate in Oreo to win.
Damn, dude.
I'm trying to keep this show going another 6 years, mister. Like,
Covered all the bases already.
Oh,
man. All right. For me, I got Taker's up there. I got to have him in there. For me, the next three, it's all a coin flip. I got to put Triple H up there. I mean, the dude owns it now. I know he married into the family, but like he runs it right now. Stone Cold.
Don't say it.
And I'm not going to say it. And and he's not on there. Sorry, JJ.
Come on.
I'm going with Ric Flair is up there for me in that one. So
one. Yeah.
I don't know how nobody said Ric Flair. I'm a little disappointed in all y'all
I was
now.
debating between him and Cena.
Were you debating between him, the Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Rocky
No.
Cena? Is that what we were debating?
Hey, what did you
here's
say?
the problem with Ric Flair.
What did you say?
What's the problem with Ric Flair?
Here's the
It
problem.
doesn't matter what you say.
Here's the problem with Ric Flair is that as great as he was, he's like Emmett Smith, man. He did it really, really well for a really, really long time. as far as carrying the company, it was never Flair. And that's why he doesn't make the Mount Rushmore for me.
No worries. It's your Mount Rushmore, but I got to put Ric Flair up there because everybody still does the iconic woo to this day. Like it's everybody knows what you're talking about. Mister, sure we know this answer is a yes, but did you ever try a wrestling move on your siblings and or friends that you saw on TV? Like I'm sure this is a yes, but this is Fitty's part of the breakdown here in the outline. But like so. We're going to get into that. But did you ever try that?
Dude, yes, sir. Yes, absolutely. Oh, my goodness, yes. We did it all. We jumped from the pool table, from the couch. We did Macho Man. We did Hulk Hogan. Dude, we did we did everything. Ask Rayshawn, ask BJ. You know, I even, and thank God I wasn't so goddamn stupid. DDT, I think it might have been BJ. But I didn't. But you know what I'm saying, I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, his head all the way through. You know what I'm saying, it was real. You know, but to think about that, you know what I'm saying, some of the things we did. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. JJ, what about you? Did we lose JJ or is he just is he playing the rally? What do we do? I think.
He froze.
I think he's frozen. All right, we'll come back to JJ. Tony, what about you?
I have never tried any.
He's staring at a picture of The Rock.
I've never tried any wrestling moves at all because I always liked to watch wrestling, but I never did any wrestling moves or nothing like that.
Tony, you don't want that contact, boy.
I got you. Rusty, what about you?
Oh, hell yeah, we did. We used to screw around. We did borderline that backyard wrestling crap. My favorite one was Lex Luger's human torture rack. I would throw dudes up at the shop and put them up in the rack. And it was like, how do guys tap out of that? I'm hurting more than those guys are, wrapping them around my neck. But it was fun. Of course, you got caught up in it. You had to do stuff like that. It was neat. We didn't do any of the stuff where a pile driver or stuff like that, because we would have killed somebody because we were just stupid. But yeah, the stuff you could get away with, yeah, we would do it. The fake clotheslines and everything else. Oh, JJ's back. Was doing some rock bottoms.
No, I had to go to Hollywood real quick. I'm back now.
Oh, that's all right, JJ. We'll get you since we got you back here. You ever tried any wrestling moves on any of your friends or siblings?
Oh yeah, man. We had matches in the backyard, referee and everything, man.
Jesus.
Freaking elbow drops. I mean, sharpshooters, sweet chin music.
Oh.
I mean, rock bottoms, of course, and the people's elbow. I mean, figure four leg lock. I mean, everything.
Okay, T. Frank, what about you?
Yeah, so really, really thought that my best friend's mom was going to kill me when we were in 8th grade, and we power bombed his little brother through a table, and he stopped moving. So, fortunately, he was okay, and all's well as it ends well. And I'm both old enough to do that and young enough to, when the whole RKO thing was going on, and everybody would just randomly run up and RKO people, the whole meme thing.
Oh, I can see that.
It was a lot of fun, being a big skill athlete like myself. That's how we rolled. But yeah, power bombing my buddy's little brother through the table. Yeah, almost ended my freedom as well as my wrestling.
Yeah, I'm with everybody. We had the backyard wrestling, and we did stupid shit though. We would do it on the trampoline, like that bounce, like power bombing thing, and then coming flying right back.
That's
up
dangerous,
at you.
man.
Oh, it was so stupid. It was the dumbest shit we've ever did, and I'm so glad there weren't cameras when I was growing up, and everything isn't documented like it is today, because I would be in prison. Jumping off my dad's shed, swanton bombing my friends off the onto the trampoline. And
I would pay to watch you do that.
Oh, back in the day, I used to be an athlete. Now we're not so much anymore. I'm the dad bod god is where I'm at now. I'm not as athletic as I used to be. But doing that stuff, rock bottoming my friends into the pool, stone cold stunning my friends out of nowhere. I remember being in the weight room in high school and like just doing stupid shit and coming up and be like, "Hey man, does that stink to you?" And then just stunning my friends like right in there. Like it was just the dumbest shit that we could think of. I had to run so many laps in high school. Like I should have been on the track team. Yeah, I should have been on the track team because of how many laps my coach would make me run because I was just stunning everybody in the weight room at all points of time, at any time. Yeah, I was a menace to society for sure. Okay, here's a fitty hypothetical question that we're gonna roll out here. If you put these four guys in a four-way match with every man versus each other, who wins? And that is, oh god, here we go. King Kong Bundy, The Big Show, Andre the Giant, and Yokozuna. Who's your pick, D. Frank?
You did say the Giant, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Paul White. I mean, you can see now he is such a phenomenal athlete compared to the rest of those guys that I definitely take him. He has both the grit and the acceleration and the athleticism in order to win that fight. 100% the Giant Paul.
Gotcha. Rusty.
Andre the Giant with his damn honey baked ham sized hands, knocking people out. I say Andre the Giant over the baby giant.
I gotcha. Tony, do you know any of these wrestlers and to be able to pick one?
What?
There it is.
Yep, I was around for the days of the Big Show, but as much as I like Big Show, I would have to go with Andre the Giant for this one.
Okay. JJ.
Yeah,
The Rock.
Listen, if The Rock was in that match, The Rock would win that match.
I was waiting for him to be like, The Rock comes in and just knocks all four of them out and wins the match.
Rock bombs everybody and people's elbow, and he wins the match. 1, 2, 3. And it's over. The Rock wins. That's it. That's how it goes.
Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah. Mister, what about you?
Give me Andre the Giant, man, all day.
Yeah, this is a sweep. It's Andre the Giant, in my opinion, too, as well. Like this, just the dude's a freak athlete. You got to go with him on that one. What? What you said? I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
Go on, man. Go on. Nothing.
All right.
You're right. I think Andre took the panel. So
yeah, that was a clean sweep for Andre. I think Fitty thought that was going to be a lot closer than it was, but no, it's Andre all day. Mister, did you ever go to a WWF or WCW in person show, and where was it at?
Oh, absolutely, we did, man. It was in Columbus, Ohio, and it was a Monday night. It was Raw, and the main event, man. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was Big Show versus Braun Strowman. It was the one where they broke the match. They broke the match, man.
Where the mat came, the ring fell down.
Came in. Yeah. So that one, that was an awesome one, man. Went with me and my son, and my daughter, the whole family went, wifey, everybody went, and that was a good time.
Okay, JJ, what about you?
I have never been to a live event. Never been to one.
What would The Rock say right now, JJ?
He would say,
"It doesn't matter what he'd say."
Oh, goodness.
Tony, what about you?
I've been to a live event, but it wasn't a WWE event. It was a wrestling event in Lakewood, and one of the wrestlers actually fought against Sabu in his last ever match, Joey Janela. But I do remember it was an independent promotion called AIW. They have matches in and around Northeast Ohio. There was great displays of violence, and I was very sports entertained. I will say that.
I got you. Rusty, what about you?
No, that's awesome. Oh, man. WCW, pretty much every time Nitro came to town, we were there. House shows, like I said, house shows were real cool. Those were fun. Those were like Saturday or Sunday afternoons. Couple WWE events as it got, as we got the before and after the merger. And I think the last one I was at was Invasion back. What the hell was that? 2001. So yeah, they're fun to be at. And you'd always get actually I was at a damn Raw not too long ago with my son, but you always get you don't want the floor seats because you can't see a damn thing. You don't want to sit up high because you can't see a damn thing. You want you would scout those seats that were like mid-level so you knew you were going to be on TV too. If they were going to sweep around the ring, you were going to be on there. And they don't do the signs as much as they used to, because we used to make our own signs and take them in there. So that's how you could see yourself on TV. But now they plant a lot of that stuff. So, but no, it's neat to see how the production's done in between the commercials, especially the live shows, because it's all time management, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. D. Frank, what about you?
So I'll be honest, the last live show I went to was an AEW show in Erie, and it was fantastic. If you're still a fan of actual wrestling and guys doing crazy stuff, AEW, check it out, man. Like Chris Jericho's operation it's better than all of just the sweaty guys with long, black, nasty hair that the WWE are trying to trot out to us right now. I had a situation where I skipped high school in order to camp out for front row tickets to WCW, and I ended up with Brian Knobbs from the Nasty Boys in my lap in the front row. And I'll be honest, there's a reason why they call him the Nasty Boys, and it has something to do with the aroma that was coming off of him at the time. And then the last one, I mean, in Erie, Pennsylvania, there's legends of these twin boys that were born. Mom didn't know what to name them, and so named them Arangelo and Lamangelo. And so I'm sitting in my seat. I had a really nice tickets from a buddy, and we're at a WWE house show, and things are going great. And this kid next to me is cussing up a storm, and I say, "Hey, buddy! Like, I mean, I know this isn't your ticket." He was unattended, and the people, there were like little kids in front of him, and he looked at me and he said, "Well," I said, "What's your name?" He said, "My name's Arangelo." I said, "Arangelo?" I go, "You have a brother Lamangelo?" He goes, "Absolutely. Arangelo, Lamangelo, spelled orange jello and lemon jello, and they were absolute Erie legends. And I met him at the WWE house show. That might have been my favorite ever. I met the Erie legends."
I gotcha. That's a phenomenal one. I have been to one event when I was younger. It was at West Banco Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia, and it was just a house show. It wasn't taped or anything or filmed or anything like that. But DX was going to be there, so I had to go with them. Those guys being a couple of my favorites. They had a smattering of the big name guys, but you got to see some of the guys that don't get a lot of TV time and do their thing. It was a phenomenal show. It was like 5 rows back from the ring. My parents got us tickets when I was real young. It was phenomenal. And yes, like Rusty was saying, did make my own sign and brought that there because I was that guy for sure. Knowing that DX was going to be there was the icing on the cake. But guys, this is the question to end all questions. This is how we're going to end the show here. D. Frank, we're going to start with you. This was a huge topic at the peak of WCW versus WWF Monday Night Wars. Who would have won in a crossover match? Goldberg from WCW or Stone Cold Steve Austin from WWF? D. Frank, lead us off.
Yeah. So Mike, your sell up, and you're trying to put this question over is absolutely ridiculous. It's obviously Stone Cold. Bill Goldberg, while he's a specimen and he's a great athlete, he might be a worse wrestler than Hogan, who's a notoriously great, iconic wrestler, but also a notoriously awful wrestler. Stone Cold actually, had some wrestling chops in addition to his mic skills. It's Stone Cold, Austin 316. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, Rusty, what about you?
Oh, I love them both, obviously, as you can tell. I was a big Goldberg guy, big Stone Cold guy, and he's the best there is, and it's Stone Cold, and that's the bottom line there, JJ. You know why? Say it.
Because The Rock said so.
Because Stone Cold. Oh, no.
That's not how that goes.
No, it's not how it goes.
Tony, before these two
Yeah,
kill
I
each
think
other,
Stone
what
Cold
about
wins that
you?
one.
Okay, I gotta go with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I'm gonna say the line. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
There you go.
JJ.
Going to go with Stone Cold on this one. He's hands.
No run by The Rock.
No, listen. Here's what happens. Stone Cold wins. He beats Goldberg. Of course, Goldberg can't wrestle. And then The Rock comes in and gives him rock bottom, people's elbow, and he picks him up and gives him a stunner and gives him a middle finger and pins him 1, 2, 3. Rock wins if it.
Oh my God.
Man, this is. Hey, you know what? There's probably zero chance. I hope Dwayne Johnson listens to this show. Like, I just finds it somewhere on some blip, just scrolling through social media, and is like, "Who the hell's this JJ guy? And why is he all over me like right now? And why did we not make all this happen, Mister? Round us out."
Man, I'm gonna have to, hey, it's always a sleeper, man. Come on, man. Man, give me Goldberg on this one, man. Give me Goldberg, give me the spear, give me the jackhammer. I know, hey, soon as Steve, you know what I'm saying? First of all, Steve's coming out already a little wet anyway. So he's gonna have a little, he's gonna be a little, worried. But as soon as he get in that ring and he takes
He's
that
not
first
a
shoulder,
jackhammer.
he's jacked, man. He's going. That's right. That's right, Frank. Hey, that's right. Hey, I'm about to be the dark horse on this one, man. Yeah. Give me Goldberg.
I think you're on your own on this one, Mister. I've debated since we wrote this about the Goldberg versus Stone Cold. Thinking Goldberg would take it. I gotta go with Stone Cold. You gotta go with Austin 316 because he just whipped your ass, and that's why. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Ride Home Rants podcast. I want to thank all of my guests, Tony D. Frank, the Vampire Coach, Mr. Askew, Rusty, and JJ for being on. This was a lot of fun, a little nostalgia for me. Get to talk about the WWE and WWF and WCW and all things wrestling. And as always, if you enjoyed the show, be a friend, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell them anyways, because they might like it just because you didn't. That's going to do it for me, and I will see y'all next week. The Ride Home Rants podcast wants to thank you for listening and let everybody know that we do offer monthly subscriptions to help support the show in other ways other than listening and downloading each episode. What you will get with each subscription is you will get bonus episodes that aren't released to everybody. You will also have a chance to ask me anything each and every month where I will put out a special episode just to answer your questions. You will also get more exclusive content that is not released to everybody. To subscribe to the show, go and click on the link in the description of this episode, and I look forward to your added support and to help us keep this show going.